Hello viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Views, bringing my 536 podcast. This is my 536 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to preach hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause sending audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain to adult language. Now, if you hear a little fake music song, if you hear a little fake music in the background of this video, because, this is the only time I can record this video at the moment, so basically, so basically if you're hearing fake music in the background, this is the only time I can do this podcast, this podcast video. So anyway, this is to let you know again, this is the only time, if you hear any fake music in the background of this video, that's just my neighbors, that's just some of my neighbors next door, all the way down, basically just letting you know that fake music sound is coming from my neighbors who live like 5 blocks from me and shit like that. So anyway, this is the only time I can do this podcast. So anyway, with that displaying everything else out the way, let's get into the Flash. I know that the Flash is. So let's get into season 7 of the Flash. I gotta say, the Flash did very well. Even though after the pandemic, juggling I gotta say the season 7 of the Flash did very well. So basically, even though it didn't got the opportunity, even though they did have to finish up what it left off in season 2, in season 6 after when the pandemic hit, they had to finish up that the whole Mirror Master storyline from season 6 after the pandemic shut everything down. It did a good job, not only juggling the Mirror Master story, also juggling the different forces, story, and the whole Godspeed story as well. So basically, this did very well. So basically, the showrunners of the Flash and the actors did a good job, not juggling 3 storylines. So basically, we got a proper finish. We got a proper finish of the storyline of the Mirror Master story arc from season 6. We also got. And also on top of that, we got a different the whole different force arc as well, and also an arc on Godspeed. So basically, they did a good job juggling 3 storylines this season on season 7 of The Flash. Now as for I feel like some characters were a bit, I feel like some characters was a bit wasted. Like Allegra, she kind of like was like a wasted character throughout this whole season, most of the season, until especially her cousin Ultraviolet. So basically, I feel like she was just a wasted character in this season. With a lot of things going on. I just wish that I know that cousin them have to juggling 3 storylines. They couldn't do what they really want to do. I thought like do some black hole stuff or whatnot. I was hoping that we'd get some more black hole stuff, but we got some black hole stuff with Allegra and with Allegra and her cousin Ultraviolet, but not as much. So basically, that's one thing I felt like Allegra was basically Allegra and Ultraviolet was basically wasn't used very well in this season of The Flash. And as for Cisco's girlfriend, especially Cisco's girlfriend was not used very well in this season either. Cisco's girlfriend was not was not useful, was not used very well in this season as well. Now, as for Cisco, I felt like they should have waited to. I feel like they should have waited to. I felt like if they was going to say goodbye to Cisco, I felt like they should have waited to season 8 to do so, especially with 4. I feel like 4. I feel like when it came to. Like, the guy who plays all the Wells, and also the Reverse Flash, this was his last season, so this is and this is for Cisco's last season. But it didn't really felt like that, It didn't really felt like it was their last time with him because they came back in the finale, so basically it felt like they leaving the show, the episodes when they departed the show. It's like it didn't felt like like they. It didn't really felt like like this is the last time we're gonna see him. So basically, but the actors agreed to, even though they are leaving the show, they will come back as guest stars from time to time. So basically, I felt like they could have handled. I felt like they could have waited. They could have waited to season 8 to do a proper a proper goodbye to Cisco and what's his name in Wells and whatnot. But anyway, the finale here. But once again, we finally get to see In Post. We finally get to see XL come back. Oh, I hate Nora. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Nora's alright. When she debuted back in I think it was back in season 5, she was okay. But in this one, when she came back this time, I felt like, oh god, she's gonna be fucking annoying, just like Iris. So basically, when she debuted in season 5 of the whole Cicada storyline thing, she was okay. But after seeing her in action, it's like, oh my god, she's gonna be the least favorite character. It's gonna be a serious character. That character that whines a lot. So basically, I'm not happy to see this new version of Nora. But honestly, I really like this Bart Barry's son. It feels like he's gonna be like the Kid Flash. Like he's gonna be like the Kid Flash character of the next season. So basically, I can't wait to see more of Bart. I'm not happy to see more of Nora. Don't get me wrong, I got nothing against the actress who plays Nora, but like she feel like Bart is gonna be the most fun. It's gonna be the most fun kid. The most fun child of the Flash that Nora was. So anyway. But this shit is crazy. But the whole lightning saber fight between Godspeed and Barry and Reverse Flash and shit. Actually seeing the Speed Force actually kick some ass, and especially Iris. So basically, Iris was very useful in this season. Last season, she was kind of useful in last season, with the whole Mirror Master story arc. But, this season, she was very more useful. A lot of people complained about, in early seasons that Iris was sort of like, everybody complained that Iris was not a very useful character in previous seasons, but in this season, Iris was a very useful character. Not only she helped, honestly, who would expect that Iris will help bring back the Speed Forces? Actually, it doesn't make the other Speed Forces make the other different forces as well. So basically, who would expect that shit? So basically, this season was a good season for Iris being useful. So anyway, in all the nutshell, it's like this, besides some characters, being useful, like like some characters were not being used to, like not being useful, but others were being used more in the season. It was a good solid season. So basically, this was a good solid season of the Flash. I can't wait to see I can't wait to see what they do in season 8. So basically, I can't wait to see season 8 of the Flash. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think about season 7 of the Flash? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Michael from Screwview Channel 1.